Welcome to another episode of GEQ Speaks, your go-to platform for insightful conversations, captivating stories, and thought-provoking discussions. GEQ is a series of experiences, and we're just making sense of that as we go along. That is what we're doing here, one conversation at a time. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into our episode.
Masa, do you want to go first?
Nick, you can go first. It's fine.
No, you go first.
No, you go first. No, you go first. Give me inspiration. You go first, please. I beg you.
Okay, hi guys, my name is Anwesha, Nath. I am a rising junior. I am planning to major in international economics. I have not decided my minor, but maybe something interesting. I'll surprise you later. And I will be a Hoya Welcome Week coordinator this year. I'm originally from India, but I've grown up in Dubai, so I am one of those third culture kids, you could say. But I love Doha. It's been super exciting since I've come here. A little bit about me, apart from university, would be that I work with the United Nations. I do a lot of work for sustainability specifically. I love working with fintech, AI, and business. So if anyone likes those things, I know they're very different, but maybe there's an intersection between those. You can always come and speak to me during the week as well.
I'm Masa, also rising junior. I'm from Palestine and I came to Doha for uni. I'm also majoring in international economics. And I'm so excited to be the Hoya Welcome Week coordinator with Anwesha for class of 2030. That's mainly it. And hopefully we're gonna make the best experience it could be for the new class and the incoming students.
What is one thing you remember from your first week in GUQ?
What do I remember about the first week? For me, it was so overwhelming that if I would say something to new students once they arrive to their Hoya Welcome Week, is to try to make the most out of it, even talking to people, because I did not talk to people this much in my first week.
For me, I would say it was a new experience for sure. I mean, there was a lot going on. There was a lot of activities, a lot of reflecting to do. But honestly, I was just excited. I was excited to meet new people. I was excited to, do the activities and stuff. And also, Hoya Welcome Week in general was a very action-packed week. So there was no time to sit down and actually I don't know about you, process everything. And I was so busy in everything that was going on. I genuinely had no time to actually think to myself oh my god, how do I feel about the situation or anything. It was just we have to be here, we have to wake up at this time, we have to go here, we have to see this. And honestly, I was enjoying it. I was enjoying that.
Yeah, it was very overwhelming, but very exciting at the same time. But
Yeah.
the overwhelming part, the boring part, now they're edited to engaging parts more than what it was previously.
Yeah. So I think it's been 2 years since we did
Yeah.
Hoya Welcome for ourselves.
Why do you want to be a Hoya Welcome Week coordinator?
For me, I work with the student life, and I really like when my work is to be engaged with the students and to be to see also the results of what you're doing, other aside from working behind the desk all the time. And I was for my Hoya Welcome Week, it was so much happening at the same time. But the amount of support I got from Sabiha, my orientation leader or assistant.
OA advisor, I think.
I don't know what OA stands for. Orientation assistant, I'm assuming.
We should know this, Masa. We should know this.
Anyways,
Advisor.
you must know this. The amount of support I got from them on a personal level, not only on academics or what's happening in uni, was so inspiring for me that I would want to take this initiative or take this turn for someone else. This basically what motivated me the most to apply for Hoya Welcome Week. What about you, Anwesha?
So, like I said, that I've been working with with companies on fintech, AI, and regulation and stuff, and it was great. I love it. It's a very interesting thing to do. But honestly, like Georgetown, like GUQ has given me so much and has given me so much to like reflect on and so many memories and so many people that I resonate with now. And I thought that this summer, like, why should I go back and do something that I can do during the year? You know, this is something that happens like once it's going to be something that I won't be able to do for the rest of my life. It's not something I can come back and just do. This is a opportunity that just comes up sometimes where you can really give back to a community that's given so much to me. So I thought that it would be great to like, you know, be a part of something like this, contribute to like a week or like this specific memory that's going to be everlasting in someone's, you know, like whole university experience, right? And I thought that would be an honor to be a part of something or organize something that's so memorable for somebody for the rest of their lives. So that's why I thought that it would be great to be involved with the Hoya Welcome Week.
And what stands out the most for me about Hoya Welcome Week that it's like from students to students. It basically, I think it started as a student initiative,
Yeah.
which like to give back to the community and so on.
What is Hoya Welcome Week and what does the week look like?
Hoya Welcome Week is basically like it's a week where there's a lot of fun activities and a lot of like things that you can do to get to know each other. Like you are coming in as a class basically, and it's an opportunity for you to get, you know, accustomed to the environment that you're in. I'm saying this in a very boring way. It's actually not this boring. Like you're gonna come in, you're gonna be doing activities. Yeah, we did Doha Quest, which is like this amusement park as well. There's a lot of team building, a lot of things that you do with each other as well, and like get to know like the whole GUQ campus, the student community, and yeah, I would say that's what Hoya Welcome Week is all about. It's like an introductory week. It's an orientation week for you to get to know what's going on and where you've basically, you know, like come to. The Hoya Saxa is basically like the official cheer and like college like chant of Georgetown University. So it basically means like Saxa or Hoya. Hoya is like what basically or such, and Saxa is like rocks basically. So it's like what rocks, like we rock, you know, such great. But that's what Hoya Saxa means. We are Hoyas. We are Hoyas, and it's an official chant. Yes.
What does planning Hoya Welcome Week look like? How does it feel to be on the other side?
We did not officially start yet, but we have a brief from like the description of what we're going to be doing. We're going to be helping, basically it's mainly with the student life, but we're going to be collaborating with other departments since Hoya Welcome Week includes many sessions with other departments so students can know where to go when they need anything. Being on the planning side, basically what I want for myself to focus on is to use things that like I thought it would be better if it went this way and then try to implement it during the planning of the new Hoya Welcome Week. Yeah, that's what I can think of for now.
For me, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's nice to be on the other side because I mean, me and Masa are basically in control of things now. We get to decide what we think is gonna be fun for people. And we're gonna be the ones basically deciding that, hey, we think this is fun, so you guys have to do it now, you know? So I think that's a really fun aspect of this whole thing, but that's just me. But apart from that, of course, like it's generally like gonna be it's very interesting to be behind the scenes for this thing and see like how people had actually planned it out and everything for our time as well. And like this time around, like we were really excited to like put in our inputs as well. Of course, there's always feedback. There's always things that we could have done differently between the last, you know, two cohorts. So something that I'm really excited and me and Masa should definitely also be including is making sure that it's different and more fun and more engaging, which is what we're trying to aim for this time.
What do you plan on doing differently this Hoya Welcome Week?
So I was saying that basically for this Hoya Welcome Week, Something that I want to definitely do different is, of course, something that me and Masad both mentioned was it's a very action-packed week, and there's a lot going on. So definitely, during the day, I want to kind of slow things down and see that if there's a way that students can connect with each other in a more organic way. Whereas instead of like, putting around 8 different or 9 different activities on them, there's a more organic way of getting to know each other, and of course having a really fun activity for each day. Like there should be one defining activity in each day, and then let everyone just get to know each other in their own pace and own way, instead of like putting too much on them and overwhelming people who may have traveled so far. It's the first time that they've been in this kind of environment, or students in Doha as well who are just coming into university is always a big step, so it's always good to maybe just slow things down a little bit.
I agree with that. And from what I remember about our Hoya Welcome Week, it was so overwhelming when it comes like to many, many sessions you sit and you hear, which is so beneficial. But at the same time, as Anwesha mentioned, like it's a big transitions for so many students. Maybe also the weather, which was like
It was very
really shocking for me to move from the weather in Doha and like August.
It's very hot. I
What?
was saying it was very hot. Like all the outfits I had
Yeah.
planned I couldn't wear
Yeah.
because it was just that hot. Like I was very disappointed. So
So it's like so many things that are happening at the same time, which our from last year, the Hoya Welcome Week coordinator also worked on it. Now we have like the GU passport, which instead of you sitting in a session and like just attending so many sessions and getting to know so much information at the same time, they planned like an activity instead, which I was so jealous because we did not get to do that in our Hoya Welcome Week, which we're planning to also implement in this current Hoya
yeah,
Welcome Week,
yeah,
right?
for sure.
What is something you struggled with during the first week?
I would say, yeah, one, the weather. Number two, like I honestly I grew up in Dubai, so it wasn't that different for me coming into Doha. But I genuinely enjoyed Doha because it also reminds me a little bit of home. And I enjoyed the city. The first thing I did, by the way, when I landed in Doha was go out and explore the city. And I do recommend that everyone does the same because there's so much. It's a small place, but there's so many different things to do. Like go to Souk Waqif. Like we'll probably take you guys there as well during Hoya Welcome Week, so you don't have to go on your own. But that's something I did on my first 2 days. Like I went, I checked everything. I figured out the metro system. And I do recommend these experiences for you as well. Like when you're in a new city, in a new place, you're definitely like, if you are curious to see what's going on outside, I'd recommend going. But yeah, I would say the weather was it's always very hot. Even Dubai is hot, but Doha at that time was very, very hot. So I'd recommend like being prepared for that scenario. It's not like that in other places where people usually go for university.
For me, other than the weather, it's like it's all about time. Just like that. Maybe in the beginning it will be hard. You just need some time to get used to things, to adapt. Especially if you're an international student, so you're gonna be living on your own. You're gonna take like the lead for so many things in your life and get to decide so many things. But just the time, and you're gonna get used to it. It's gonna be so fun. And also, you don't need to know everything from the very first semester. You got 4 years to explore everything, discover everything on your own pace. That was the biggest thing for me, that I thought that I needed to like know everything by just my first 2 months in uni. But in reality, you have 4 years, and when you need something, you can go and ask about it. You do not need to know everything from the first
Yeah.
week, because kind of can get overwhelming, but you're gonna get used to it. Also, living alone is so fun if you're an
Yeah,
international
yeah.
student.
No, it was fun.
And there's so many things you can apply for in uni and get to also explore
Yeah, yeah.
other places
Because they also
and
have
learn at the same
FYE,
time.
which is the first year like experience program, which will be happening as well. And that means like every week there is an activity or something that the first years get to do. So you'll be able to explore your city in a paced out manner anyway, so you don't have to rush on the first week. And secondly, like if you are like staying in dorms, of course it's gonna be overwhelming. You're staying abroad for the first time, but honestly, It's amazing. I love the dorms, the rooms. They've spoiled me completely, and it's so fun to stay there. And there's everyone lives together there, so for sure, like make the most of it. Like go out, walk around in dorms, maybe speak to new people, and you can also meet other people across the other campuses as well. I know that the other Hoyas would be like, oh my God, like Northwestern, we don't like them. Like, oh my God, CMU, like we are actually in reality all friends with everyone. It's a very, very nice environment to be in.
What resources on campus actually helped you settle in?
For Hoya 101, it's gonna be launched July 15th, if I'm remembering
Yeah.
correctly. Correct me if I'm wrong,
No,
Anwesha,
you're right.
right? July 15th, which is gonna be on Canvas, and you get like to know more about the sources in Georgetown. But you're gonna be introduced to every single thing in Hoya Welcome Week. But at the same time, if it doesn't happen for you to remember everything, just know that you can always go to, whether it's like students from upper classes or go ask anyone. You can always like get the same help that you were supposed to know from the first week. There's OAS, which offers help for economic classes and languages, and what else, and also writing center, where there's writing tutors and writing teaching assistants, so you can always get help from like also current students at Georgetown. I worked in OAS as an economics peer tutor, which was so fun to work with the students and like to also see their needs while we're like not different in age or even in uni. Um, Other than that, there's wellness. Whenever like you want to go, you can talk to the counselors there, which is so like it's like such a private and safe space for you to talk about anything. Everyone is so accepted in Georgetown. It's such a welcoming environment for everyone, which I can assure that to all the incoming students. What other sources
I
do we
think
have?
you've named everything, Masa. Honestly speaking, yeah, like if you go any corner of
And there's also research grants, which you can get to apply for in the future. There's so many trips that happen with university, whether it's class trip or
CEP,
other like
community
core
engagement,
curriculum trips. Yeah,
zones,
CEP.
zones of conflict. But that's just like, honestly speaking, you go to any corner of Georgetown and you'll find a resource. Like literally any corner of every floor, you'll find an office where you can find a resource for you. Either it's, yeah,
And again,
you'll
with time,
get to know
you're gonna
everything
get
and
to know everything. There's no need to know everything from the first week. It's
do
fine.
4 years.
Time to answer your questions.
So we had posted this question box. Well, I didn't. The GQ Speaks team did, and we have a couple of questions that like the class of 2030 had asked us, and we thought that we would address them in this basically like podcast episode. Whatever. I'll go first with the question. I'll tell you, Masa. So this is a question we got. Is there anything specific to prepare before the Hoya Welcome Week starts?
We have Hoya 101, which is going to be posted or launched July 15th. And we're also having so much activities and things happening on GUQ Engage, which is the main platform for Georgetown where everything is posted. It's basically like a newsletter that is posted all the time, updates about what's happening on that website. So that's what you can basically do. Other than that, just come with the energy, the excitement to start your new journey and to explore your new home for the next 4 years.
Yeah, agreed. Like you don't have to specifically prepare something, or like I would just say pack your suitcases if you're coming from abroad for your semester. And if you are already an expat in Doha, then you're prepared. You just have to come in and be ready to like engage and be part of the activity. So it's completely fine. And if you need something specific, then you have to anyways do the Hoya 101, so you will be able to understand what's going on in Hoya 101. So it's okay. Do you want to ask the second question?
I'll read the next question. Yeah. Uh, Someone is saying, I always hear that you do not make long-lasting friends in the beginning of uni. Is that true?
I would say no. I've made some of my really good friends on like the first and the second day of uni, or even the Hoya Welcome Week was such a good like week to like meet people that I'm super duper close with now. Most of my friend groups and most of like the friendships have started from Hoya Welcome Week, and I'm super duper happy to say that this is an environment where um toxic friendships or like drama and stuff don't really last. This is such a loving and fun environment to create friends and be a part of. And I do believe that Hoya Welcome Week is that opportunity for you to meet and really create good memories with these people and with your peers, and that will really help you on later on in 2 years. Like now, I'm sitting here and I have friends who I sit down with, and we're talking about what we did on the first day of Hoya Welcome Week or how we first met, and it's always like in the first couple of days. So definitely go out there, meet your best friends or your roommates, potential ones, and the people that you will be with for the next 4 years.
I agree with Anwesha. It's such a space for you, like, to also get to know yourself and to meet new people. And also, like, in any environment or any place, you're gonna go through good times and bad times. But trust me, you're always gonna find the support you need in Georgetown. And other than that, it's gonna like shape the person who you're eventually gonna be, which is also such an interesting journey or experience to go through.
Yeah, I agree. And also, like, I wanted to say, like, like, even if it's not during Hoya Welcome Week where you're creating friendships, the campus is open like 24/7. Go, just sit down in the atrium and you just see how you can make friends, how you meet people. It's just, and it's always the small moments. And I would say that, like, for sure, like, friendships are not something that you have to worry about here at GUQ. You're gonna find them everywhere you go. Okay, I'll say the next one. What was a fear you once had about life or academics at GUQ, but you overcame once arrived?
It's what we both touched on a bit ago. It's basically like I thought I was so overwhelmed during my Hoya Welcome Week, and I thought that I need to know everything and figure out my entire life just in the first week, but that's not the case. You're eventually gonna get to know everything. That's the biggest thing I would say. Just to trust the process. Give yourself some time. You need also time to process everything that's happening, to adapt to new environment, to get used to a new country, or like to get used to like the new transition that's happening in your life. That's mainly the most important thing for me.
For me, I would say that I was really scared about the academics when I first came to Georgetown. I'm gonna be honest with you, like, I was overwhelmed. I was like, oh my God, like, I just finished my A levels. It didn't go great, but I was saying I just finished my A levels, and I was coming to Georgetown, and I was like, I'm not ready. Like, I don't know how to go about these things. I don't know what to expect. I'm taking econ. Like, are they gonna put maths on me? Like, first year, first day coming in, I was really, really scared. And of course, like, being around everyone, I knew that like I was in an environment where everyone was just as qualified or even maybe better than me, right? So I came in and I was super scared. I was super overwhelmed. I was very nervous to be around like very smart people. But what I realized slowly as the Hoya Welcome Week took place was that everyone was just as nervous and scared as me about school, about classes, about our majors, and everyone was also as clueless as me. And I realized that this was something that we together would have to figure out and overcome. And I realized that through all my classes and all my friends that I made, that this was something that we had to like overcome and do together. And it was not like a struggle that was just my own. So it was something that I had to let go after I came where. But yeah, that's something that happened for me.
Great. I'm gonna move on to the next question and ask you, Anwesha.
Sure.
Um, we have a question that's saying, is it safe to apply despite the crisis ongoing?
Yeah, so I would say it is, of course, safe to apply. I mean, of course, I wouldn't say of course. Things are changing every day. Um, Obviously, with the recent news, it's looking positive, but there's always a situation where things can change. So I wouldn't say that, I can't give it to you, in full confirmation. But what I can assure you from my end and from Masa's end as well is GQ is always there to support you. Now, during the time when the crisis was really at peak, Georgetown had given us the best and utmost support I was one of those students that they had helped leave the country as well, because I was, my family was asking me back and everything, and there was so much support that they gave us. Everyone was super active, everyone was there for you. So I believe that even if a situation arises, you should never feel unsafe, never feel insecure, never feel nervous, because the Georgetown community is there to support you and there to be with you through your struggles. So that's something that I would definitely assure you on, that if crisis ever occurs, we are there, we are here, and there's always a solution to it. It's a safe environment to be around, but I can never give that confirmation to you in writing that yes, the situation is completely a-okay.
As Anwesha mentioned, there were like Georgetown helped so many students to evacuate the country or to leave to their home country, and once things get better or once we settle in again, to bring them back to uni. I was one of the people who stayed whenever the situation needed to be like for us to evacuate. We were like all evacuating together. We stayed in a good hotel for a good period of time. You just always find the support you need, and it's so fine to be nervous from this thing, but also trust the process.
Yeah. No, I agree. And like I said, it's really nothing to worry about. Again, Georgetown in Qatar is such a good opportunity to come and have an education that will really stick with you. There's so many opportunities to meet good people, have so many resources as well. And I don't think a crisis like this should be a defining moment or a defining reason for you not to come or not to be a part of all this amazing community that they have. And for sure, if you trust in us, we trust in you, and we'll definitely give you that support if things change as well. Okay, so I'll ask the second question. The next question. These are okay. I heard there would be outdoor trips for Hoya Welcome Week. What's in store for us?
Surprise, we have so many things that we're planning for the Hoya Welcome Week. And also not only Hoya Welcome Week is just the introductory week to become a part of Georgetown community. We have also, as Anwesha mentioned previously, the FYE, which is your first year experience, which is going to be for mainly your first year. There's so many trips that is happening to take you to explore also the city. There's اكتشف Qatar, which is something that also is happening with the student life for you to discover the city with your peers, so you don't have to do it on your own. So there's so much that is happening in Georgetown. Just wait and see. Hopefully it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I don't think that we should give away everything in
Yeah,
this episode. Then you
that's
guys are gonna
surprise.
be like,
Okay, we know what we're doing.
yeah. So we're not gonna say
Boring.
anything. Okay. Do you wanna ask the next one?
Yeah, let me go. Uh, how are classes ongoing in the war setting?
Oh yeah. So war setting, I would say is very reduced now. Like there's people on campus, people are talking, people are doing jobs. Like me and Masa, we're gonna be on campus. We're gonna be working for you guys right there. But when the war was going on, it was online, and I would say that the support that we got during that time was amazing. Especially the pass fail option. I really enjoyed that option given
That's
to me
insane.
during that period of time. It was the best thing that could have happened to me during that period of time. So I would say it was great. I really enjoyed the online classes. And yeah, it was fine. The professors were all very active. They were very available. They were always there. And it didn't feel like anything was missing. It was just like COVID all over again. But I think that things are transitioning back to normal. I don't think we have much to worry about.
Yeah, and everyone was so understanding. And also after the semester, which ends the very beginning of May, I also did summer classes, which were held on campus. So everything is back to normal. We were on campus. I just finished my summer classes. Everyone's working from campus, so it should be fine. And we also got the same
Yeah,
support that Misha was
it'll be
talking
fine.
about.
About the QF orientation, do they gather all the QF students for a week or each uni alone?
So basically, we have two different things, and they're separate as well. We have the Marhaba, which is the QF orientation event that's happening for all QF universities, VCU, CMU, NUQ, Georgetown. They all gather to like get to know QF more, this is the Marhaba event. And then we have each university, they have their own orientation week. And this is what Hoya Welcome Week is about.
Just to clarify, like,
Also, like the Marhaba event that take place during Hoya
just to
Welcome.
like be very, very clear, QF orientation is one day, and it's at Multaka, which you will find out where it is when you come. But it's at Multaka, it's at the QF center, okay? And that's one day. And then Hoya Welcome Week is done by Georgetown, hence the Hoya. And it's just like us and the student community, and you can have a chance to meet other QF students as well during that one day. There are friendships that I made on that day that I will remember and have stuck with me throughout. So for sure, that is that one day. But yeah, just to clarify, it's two separate things. Yeah. Okay, as a closing on this episode, basically we're super duper excited to meet all of you. We're super duper excited to plan this whole week out for you. And if there's anything that you want to like tell us or inform us about, we are available on Instagram. You can follow us or text us, and we're there to support you. That's our whole role for this, whole Hoya Welcome Week. We're here to like handhold you through this process and make sure that you're not overwhelmed, not nervous. And like I said, like, we are available to talk. We are not scary people. We do not bite. You can always speak to us, always meet with us. Yeah. But yeah, for sure. It was super amazing to have this chat. I am super excited for you guys to hear this and be interested and engaging for the week that you will spend with us.
And I'm really looking forward to meet the class of 2030. We're so excited, and hopefully we're gonna make the best experience for you guys. And I'm really looking forward meeting all of you. Thank you, and I'm looking forward to working with my partner.
I'm looking forward to working with Masa. You will be seeing both of us on stage saying hello and goodbye now. Okay.
Thank you for tuning in to this episode of GQ Speaks. We hope you've gained valuable insights and inspirations from our conversation today. If you enjoyed this episode, please don't forget to follow us on our Instagram page at GQ_speaks, and be sure to leave a review on Spotify to show your support.